Well, good morning. Hope you guys had a good night. I certainly did. So today we are traveling through Payette, which was actually right next to Ontario, which is where Ontario, Oregon, that is, where we slept last night. So we're just now getting back onto the trail. Went ahead and gassed up since our next fuel stop is 200 miles away in the town called John Day. So that should be interesting. Went ahead and got food, everything we need, water, all that fun stuff. So we're set as far as that goes. So we're just gonna roll down the road and see what Oregon has in store for us. Just came across this little reservoir out here in basically middle of nowhere in Oregon. I don't know if camping's allowed around here, but makes some good spots. Check out what I found. It's a old school bus. Looks like what, probably I don't know, 50s, something like that, back when they were kind of smooth and rounded. Pretty interesting. There's an absolute ton of dragonflies out here flying around. What if I can catch one on camera? So we've made it up into the mountains of Oregon, and I have to say it's pretty nice up here. It's really good weather right now. It's 65, so that's kind of on the cool side for summer, but it's kind of be expected around here. As far as terrain goes, right now we've got onto Forest Service roads that are paved, so that's nice. You know, you get kind of tired after a while of driving on gravel roads and everything that entails. So it's always a nice change of pace when we get to do paved roads again. As far as the plan, we're just going to continue down the road to, I think it was John Day City, or the town, where we'll gas up and, we'll go from there. But right now we're just kind of cruising along, enjoying the weather and the views. So stopped just to get out and take a look around, take a look at the view. And while we stopped, I went ahead and aired down our tires back down to 25 PSI. It seems like we're gonna be riding on some rough gravel roads for a while. Been going on the Forest Service roads for a little while now. They've definitely been getting a lot more remote, which is from what I understood about this section of the trail, the Pacific Spur. The Pacific Ocean Spur is what it's called. And I remember, if I remember correctly, reading that it's a bit more of a remote area, thus the 200 miles in between fuel ups. But so far, nothing extreme, just Forest Service roads with you know, rough gravel and rocks here and there. It seems to be traveled enough that there's not deadfall across the roads blocking it. You do see deadfall, but it's already been cut and moved out of the way. So I was gonna say we came across our first real tree that we was gonna have to cut up, and it was when I got here just a few minutes ago. When I got here, this tree was laying across the road with this other section right here. So I was like, you know, get the chainsaw out, you know, cut all this up, do some work. Well, a few seconds later, someone comes down the road. He pulls up, and he's like, he gets out and looks at it. He's like, "Oh, you've already cut it." I didn't know what he meant. I thought he was talking about at the upper end, where it was broken off. So he hooks to it and pulls, and he was able to pull this section up right here. Well, with this section moved over, we cut some of the limbs off to get, you know, just barely by, using my little handsaw instead of the chainsaw. And apparently somebody had came through earlier and cut the tree in half right there, but didn't do anything else with it. Had just left it like that. So I don't know. Hey, that's fine with me. That means we didn't have to get a chainsaw out. Didn't have to, you know, get geared up and suited up, right? And do all that. So I'm cool with that. You know, as far as trees go, I don't have to have one across the road to feel like I've successfully carried that tool, you know, across the country. You know, I don't have to have a tree across the road in order to justify taking it with me. So let's go ahead and get rolling down the road a little more. Just rolling into John Day, Oregon. So we'll be getting gas here in just a few minutes. As well as anything else we need. So the plan is to keep going down the road, look for a campsite before too long. It's 2:43, so we got, you know, another hour or two before we kind of look for a camp. Just depending on what we find, of course, but that's kind of the plan for the rest of this afternoon. And yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. Check this view out I found. This is just after John Day and getting gas down in that little town. Pretty cool little place. You know, really small town, but pretty interesting. Welcome to camp for tonight. So I just rolled into camp. I found a nice and secluded place. Not that the tat wasn't already going through secluded areas, but I seen some side roads for the Forest Service areas, right? Just picked one, decided to see where it went. I didn't like where that one went to. Then, you know, kind of explored around for about 20-30 minutes, you know, just kind of seeing what was around. And ended up finding this one. It is probably, I don't know, 3 miles worth of kind of weaving up the mountain here to get into this section where it just ends. Yeah, I mean, I really like it. I was looking for a camp spot for the night that was going to have a view, and this is it. So I seen quite a few animals coming up through here, quite a few cows and deer, and, you know, you name it kind of deal. A lot of salt licks. There's one right there. There seems to be a lot of salt licks. Each time I'd kind of go down a road and see where it went to, I would see one of these in a clearing. I don't know if that's hunters or Forest Service or what exactly. Anyway, so here's my spot. I'm gonna kind of get situated a little bit more in here, get something going for dinner, and just enjoy ourselves. Oh, for the plan for tomorrow is to continue, of course, towards Port Orford, Oregon. Not sure how far we'll be able to get to it. If we was actually to just get on freeways and drive to the coast, it wouldn't take us that long. But on the TAT, I'm not sure how much more we got. Maybe another day to 2 days. Just depends on how fast the roads end up turning out for us. Right now, they've been pretty smooth. Just mostly gravel, not even anything rough like we've seen before. So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today. We will see you tomorrow, and remember to like and subscribe. See you then.